But I want a specific answer. What Prabhupada said, actually he wrote in his purport, Srimad Bhagavatam. Prabhupada says, who created? First of all, creation, what does creation come from?
Lord Balaram.
Huh?
Lord Balaram.
No, what prompts creation? All right, I'll tell you the answer. Desire. First you have to have desire, then you create the thing. So, in Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 13. Chapter 13 is stealing the boys and calves by Brahma. What's the significance of this chapter? Stealing the boys and calves by Brahma. What's the importance? This was the last chapter that Prabhupada translated of Srimad Bhagavatam. Right here in Vrindavan, in his house, on his bed. You've all seen the photos of Pradumya holding the dictaphone. So, this is the final chapter, and this verse, this purport, is one of the final verses that Prabhupada composed. So we should think, the final words are most important. So in this purport, Prabhupada reveals, he talks about himself, which is very rare. Prabhupada in his purports hardly ever wrote about himself. He writes about himself, and he writes about the Krishna Balaram Mandir. So the verse number 50, is about the desire of the pure devotees. Do pure devotees have desires? And if they do, what are those desires? And where do those desires come from? Well, the verse explains that desire in the pure devotee is created by the sidelong glances of Vishnu or Krishna. So Prabhupada is writing about the word Svarkarthanam refers to great desires. As mentioned in this verse, the glance of Lord Vishnu creates the desires of the devotees. A pure devotee, however, has no desires. Therefore, Sanatana Goswami comments that because the desires of devotees whose attention is fixed on Krishna have already been fulfilled, the Lord's sidelong glances create variegated desires in relation to Krishna and devotional service. In the material world, desire is a product of Rajaguna and Tamaguna, but desire in the spiritual world gives rise to a variety of everlasting transcendental service. Thus, the word Svarkarthanam refers to eagerness to serve Krishna. In Vrindavan, there is a place where there was no temple, but a devotee desired, quote, let there be a temple. Let there be seva, devotional service, unquote. Therefore, what was once an empty corner has now become a place of pilgrimage. Such are the desires of a devotee. So, we may think that we constructed this temple and the deities and everything, but actually it was simply due to Prabhupada's desire. He wanted a temple in Vrindavan. And it was created. Simply even this phrase, let there be a temple. You know where that comes from? It's a biblical phrase in Genesis. Because Prabhupada, he read the Bible at Scottish churches. Let there be light, and there was light. Let there be creation, there was creation. Let there be a temple, and there was a temple. So it was, Prabhupada he refers to himself as a devotee. He doesn't, in the third person, he doesn't even refer to himself in the first person. He's so humble. So because one devotee desired, even it was a vacant place, now it has become a place of pilgrimage. And we can see that in Prabhupada's entire history, his career, that everything happened because of Prabhupada's desire. We couldn't see that. He didn't reveal it to us. But otherwise, how did these happen? Otherwise, you have to call them miracles. Like I can tell you of McMillan.